More Attack on Titan music. Season 4 welcomed into Attack on Titan a new composer in conjunction with Hiroyuki Sawano. That of course being Kohta Yamamoto, who I've gone on record as saying obviously in comparison to Hiroyuki Sawano's music is not bad, obviously. Some of Season 4's music is really good. And this theme, Ashes on the Fire, being, in my opinion, the best of the Kohta Yamamoto soundtrack. But I feel like it fit perfectly for the vibe, I guess you could say, of the final season of Attack on Titan. And in many ways, this was the Yusei run of that season. And we are going to be listening to that amazing song today. Of course, if you want to see the full uncut version, Patreon down below. And yeah, good music awaits. Let's do it. Already, you know, such a techno difference. Sawano has had, you know, some of those techno sounds and synthesized stuff in his tracks before, but it was always accompanied with such beautiful orchestral, whereas with this, it'll have those moments, but already it's like such a tonal difference from anything we've had before. It's just like an alarm kind of sound. I think my favorite part of this soundtrack, like, I love the horns and, like, the vocals that we'll get to later, but I think the percussion really, just, like, those drum hits that really just, like, carry us forward. It feels like a war anthem. Now, some background with myself. I remember listening to this song. It probably would have been not long since the final season originally started airing, which, for myself, I had completely tuned out Attack on Titan at that point, because I was like, I'm just gonna wait till the series is done, and then I'll go through it. But this song had appeared in my feed at one point. I listened to it, and I was like, why is this the most fire thing I've ever heard in my life? Ashes on the Fire. And it was just fun finally getting to the final season and then hearing that song. It's just like, oh, the connection is finally made. I look at it so differently, but it's still such a good song. So many moments I can think of. I mean, it first plays when Reiner, like, falls on Fort Salta with all the pure Titans. Now adding the string on top of that. Funny part about this picture, I mean, it's fan art, but like that part of the blimp on top of Eren's Titan head, it looks like a crown. I remember just seeing this and having such an idea of what Attack on Titan was before watching, and just like seeing this picture, I'm like, what the hell is happening in this show? And then like seeing the blimps here is just like, ah, it's for that scene at the end of part 1 of the final season. Ironically enough, this theme follows Reiner a lot of the time. It plays pretty much, I mean, every time it's played, Reiner has been involved in some manner. Even like the different versions of it later. You know, it first plays again when he falls on the fort, and then like in the different fights that precede it. And even in this scene, it's when Reiner arrives. You know, it's just like, let's do this, Reiner. Because like this theme, it's not really, it has that feeling of like heroic, triumphant feeling, but a lot of times when it plays, that's not what's happening. Or at least that's not what you should be feeling when it's playing. But it's just, you can't help but feel hype, especially for this first drop. I love that shift in the choir there, because like it's really just like da da and then it like finally goes that part of the let's get that again. Then we sort of chill out, but only for a little bit. Just keeping that melody, you know? Oh, I think that's my favorite part. Just 'cause, like, it strips away like all the instruments. It's just voice and string as well as just accompanying. It's like a voice in itself with the string. And come back with the percussion. It really is sad with this song, because I think the last time it really plays in full is in, episode 27 of the final season, when everyone is massacring all the scouts. Like, I hear that part, and I envision just, like, you know, Mikasa is, like, raining blood just comes down on her. And a bit of the motif plays during, like, the final specials as well. Especially in the part where Jean, like, tells Mikasa, it's like, let's kill Eren. It's like, it's almost like a theme that's sort of guiding the characters to their ultimate goal, which is killing Eren and stopping the rumbling. It's this haunting voice, sort of, again, me reading way too much into it, but hey, music enthusiast. Ashes on the fire. It's weird, like, ashes on the fire is what it's called. Usually it's like ashes come from the fire, you know, just adding fuel to the flame, I guess. Oh, okay. That might be my second favorite part. Close second. Just, I love how it just builds out. Just like it's just like a run. Just like a little bit. That techno just punch to build us out like a trailer hit. Oh man. It's a 4.5-minute song, but God does it fly by. Like, it's kind of like, it's not the most complex song, but like it has such an intense motif, just like the da 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 da. It's in similar kind of structure to like the da 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 da. Just, you know, along that similar kind of structure, but you know, it's a bookend, you know? You can immediately hear just like the different music style. Like I heard as well when I initially watched it. Though obviously, like, they would have been fools to completely just do Kohta Yamamoto's music and not also have Hiroyuki Sawano's. Though it is kind of jarring a lot of the time, just like you can really tell when it's a Yamamoto track and a Sawano track. I mean, if you're insane like me and you can really pick pick out those details, but a well enough trained musical ear can easily pick it out. Just because like Sawano does a lot more of like those piano kind of motifs and tracks and just really intense vocals, whereas this does have vocals. It is a lot more kind of synthesized stuff, but even still, I would love to hear like a live performance of this song, you know, especially like hearing those like drum percussion hits, though it would sound a lot different. You don't have like all those synthesized stuff unless it's pre-recorded and you play to it, but hey, yo, you do what you want. It's your music. It's great stuff. Let's just get that motif one last time, the main part. Like that part really gives like the feeling, just like the repeated like da 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 da. It's like you keep getting knocked down and like you're going over and over again, but then you finally get that like you get back up again. I get knocked down. Yeah, just like that triumphant is. We're back into it. And then we'll get that last run again at the end that I really love. Incredible. Of the final season soundtracks, my favorite, without a doubt. I feel like if you did a consensus, most people would say that as well. Though there are definitely other songs in the final season soundtrack that I would love to do one-off videos on, or maybe just cover multiple in one. Like, you know, Footsteps of Doom, Zeke's Plan, Nightmare, like so many great songs that I listen to consistently. Not as consistent as the Sawano soundtrack, but every once in a while, one of those themes will get stuck in my head. I'm just like, well, I've got to listen to it. Let me know what your favorite Kohta Yamamoto track is from Attack on Titan, or hell, just in any of the other stuff he's done in general. And recommend me some songs that you would like to hear as well from the Attack on Titan soundtrack, because I have no shortage of amazing music I want to pull from and listen to, because the show is just so damn good, and the music accompanying it is just the amazing cherry on top of it all. If anything, it's the frosting, because it just wraps it all together and just... beautiful. But yes, this was my music breakdown of Ashes on the Fire. Join me for many other videos of the sort, but the future music reactions, reviews, gameplay, and everything else will be coming out soon. So thank you for joining me on this. I'm Lancer. Thanks for watching.